welcome to Trains in the Attic and another live build. So I'll need to move my keyboard, that is always useful, give myself a bit more space on here. We should have two working cameras, so this is camera 1, this is camera 2, which, oh, I got software being awkward. Always hate it when software's being awkward. So if I do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, and that, and then do that. That should now be in frame. Then I can zoom out a bit and give you my desk. So hi Damo G, hi to everyone. So to answer the first question, I'm using my normal glue, which is the all-purpose clear stick 2. I hope everyone's well, and we are so far up to this. I did go and get the paint to do the little window frames, but I'm going to do that when this is finished. What else is there? I hope everybody liked the Wednesday, the extra video on Monday. That was our garden railway. Mondays for the time being are going to be garden railways, Wednesdays are going to be live streams, and Saturday's going to be for main layout. In a few weeks' time I'll do some interesting videos as well. So let's see what we've got to do. So we've done that now, it's all nicely glued, so we're going onto this part now. There's quite a few parts, but to build it up, stick it in, and then for loading doors, and then for roof. So this should be a pretty okay build today. So just move the card, which is done with, to one side. Got my instructions in front of me. That's the first bit. So platform wall, which is just here. Just need to check how the camera is. I reckon I can zoom out just a tad more. There we go, that should be nicely in frame. So how's everyone doing? Is everyone still sane? How's everyone modelling going on? Anyone had anything interesting delivered? I have seen a model I would like, but I won't be getting for the time being, and that's a new Dapple water tower, as that just looked absolutely groovy. In fact, you have action, which you all know I like moving things on my layout, and also sound. But at the moment I'm unemployed, therefore I can't buy myself anything. So that goes there, that goes there. Nothing from this one, nothing from this one. Just received a message on my tablet, I think that was. Just going through cutting out for bits. If anybody wants to say anything in chat, feel free. and I'll read it. I'm running about a minute behind, 50 seconds behind from real life. So just going through finding alphabets that say whereabouts am I putting them when I'm not needing them in the same pile of the stuff I do need. That make great. That's very sensible. So just going through seeing which bits are needed. So there's quite a few bits needed. If I swap to that camera and do that, you can see what I'm working on, but I'll go back to the other camera. So that's a good bargain. So just going through, cutting out all the bits, so I can then go on to the next bit. We've been discussing about lighting for this project. I'm thinking of just having 2 hanging lights, but I'm not sure. So just cutting all the pieces out. So what else do I have going on? So cutting up the pieces, I know I'm saying the same thing. I filmed most of Saturday's video. Then this is going to be an interesting one. So these cardboard bits are going underneath to act as supports. So getting this done. It's good to see some of the model manufacturers are starting to get things out. Batman said they was betting stuff out. Who else have been saying they was betting stuff out? Yeah, Deadpool is betting stuff out with a new working crane. No, I mean water tower. Hi David, good to have you there. I hope you're well today. Actually, that one thing I will say, there have been a few deaths in for YouTube model railway circles. I don't actually know any of the people, but I want to send my I want to say to the families of the people, sorry for your loss. So seen a few on Facebook coming up. So I now got that to do. Oh, that's triangular supports I haven't cut out. But that's the first bit to do, which look like it's going to be fun. And good to have everybody there today. And all for key workers out there who's watching, thank you very much for all that you're doing. I know how hard this time can be, and I'm so glad I'm not in that situation any longer. But all for key workers, thank you very much. I really appreciate what you're doing. So I'm working on finished uni work now. Having a few weeks of not doing any uni stuff, then I'm going to start looking at my dissertation. So that's something I got going on. Okay, so I need to find a grade 5. Grade 5. What does a grade 5 look like? A grade 5 is on the big grey sheet. So that's for grade 5s. We got a few more. I got a feeling Monday might be a bank holiday. But let's face it, with all the weeks how they are at the moment, what difference is a bank holiday from a regular day? So that's nice. I'll need to have a look at the picture to see what the J15 is. But nice to get new logos. Okay, so I've just done that. Now I'm doing that, which will support that, which then have those put in. This is getting confusing today. My clamps, I just need to reach over here. Yeah, for weeks I'm just fading into day, and day. It's now a case of shopping day, bin day, and another day. But we'll get out of this. We'll end up better for it. Everyone's going to appreciate each other more. So that's going to be nice. And I'm doing my normal of operating outside of the camera point of view. So that should be a right angle. And as I didn't read the instruction properly, that should have been on the inside, like so. Stick a clamp on it. Go and do this one again properly. Yeah, such a weird time. This week is my mystery build on Saturday. It's a plastic build. So this go in, then that go on there. So this is getting things. Hi Anthony, good to have you there, and thank you for still looking after your students. I need to put more glue in my glue thing. Yeah, now I've finished uni till whenever I go back. I got time to get stuff done. I got told for stuff I need to get stuff done. Apart from one more pack of Metcalfe retaining walls. And I'll be able to get a lot done. And I'll be able to get lots of videos pre-recorded. As last year I was hoping to get that done, but that never happened. So this year I got no excuse not to get it done. So that goes there. I can imagine, but still, you're doing something important there, Anthony. By you doing that, it means children are still getting taught. What subject do you teach? I'm just being nosy, and you don't need to tell me that. So stick this in to support this, like so. I got a bit of a problem that my mat have got bent. There's the other one. So stick this one on. A good teacher is worth the world. As if you have a good teacher, you're interested in the subject. So move that over so that can go there like so. Just checking for output. I hope to get this model done shortly so that we can then go on to the next model. And so we just got this page done. German, English, mythology. That's a very interesting group of lesson of subjects. Okay, so we've got that done. Now it's time to build for steps, and they're grade 13. So grade 13 is that board there, and it's those there. So let's try to find a grade 13. Oh, excuse me. So move these bits. So this is the first thing we've taken out of this sheet. Oh, I was wondering what the little grey things were. They go in front there. So we've got the staircase to put in, then put this in for building, then put that on, then we go into the loading body doors, which look fun. It looked like they might even move. So, top to bottom or bottom to top? Bottom to top. So, just stack them as I go. Anthony, which is your favourite subject of 3UD? As the mythology sound interesting. And you must be good with German kits then. You'll be able to read the instructions. So yeah, Garden Railway. We've been talking about doing some changes. We're looking at running it, having the option to run it automatic or manual. I have a license for train control, which I'm thinking of using on that. I need to look at the wiring. Last year I had the DCC control box in the shed. This year I'm looking at putting the DCC control box in a box in the garden and just send the power out from the shed and have a feedback to the shed over LocaNet for the control signal. Had an interesting message from uni yesterday with an update on all of our on the situation. They have said that for my final mark, as it's made up of 3 years, I've still got another year left to go. Good to read your comment, Anthony. I like Germany, and one of my first holidays when I get a proper job again after university, I'm planning to have a trip down to Hamburg so that I can go to the German model shops. I find mythology interesting. There's so much myth around this world. Oh yeah, like I was saying with university, they have said as this year and next year make up my final mark, they have said either this year's mark will count for 25% and then next year will be added to it, or it will be 100% next year, and then that whichever one give a higher mark, basically. So for universities doing the best that it can, we had a online guest lecture today, so I watched that. They had very poor internet. Oh, sorry, Anfield Loft Layout. I forgot to say hi to you. Didn't see you there. I do apologise. Yeah, I think my university is doing the best it can in a bad situation. Okay, so I'm now sticking that inside there, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to put a bit of glue on the tabs. And then just plonk it in. So that goes like that. That's looking pretty good now. Okay, it's all the shed doors fold in half and glue back to back. Paint the edge to get rid of any white cards showing. There are 4 short doors, 2 long doors. When fitting them in place, you can either fit them permanently into position you want open or closed. Alternatively, you can leave them standing loose with a long door running along the top holding them up. This can be a little fiddly, but at least you can open and close it as you need. So, quite complicated instructions. So, that's then what's going on after this. So let's find that sheet of card. So we got row end doors, long doors, short doors. So if I move that slightly, we can move that over there. And then I can cut out the doors. I know I always say it, but I do love these Metcalfe kits. They are so well made. I built my mystery kit the other day and it was driving me mad, as this is so easy. You just cut and go for mystery kit. The mystery kit had a lot more to it and a lot more fiddly bits. So yeah, doing quite well with this. It's been going for a few weeks now, but I'm finding not rushing it, it's more enjoyable. So Saturday's going to be the mystery kit build, and then potentially also swapping some DCC's accessory decoders around, getting ready for the Garden Railway. So I'm going to take the end of this and then just delete this, as the Garden Railway is going to be using Digitrack equipment, and yeah, the Garden Railway is using Digitrack equipment, and for Outlet's using Digitrack equipment, but I have some different decoders, as you've got the Digitrack DS64s, which are the multi-purpose Digitrack ones. Then there's another company which does who is it? I can't remember their name, but they do 8-function decoder, but they're better with switch rather than what the Garden Railway is going to use. So I'm just swapping them over, as it also mean we can split the garden railway points over over several points, no, over several boards, so we can get to them easier. As I think it's 3 lots of 4 outputs, and that's. I'm thinking of doing a video on the plan next week. I'll try not to destroy anything when I reach over there. Then we'll let people know what's the plan for the garden railway, where everything's going, the stages it's going to be built in, as we learnt a lot from last year. So, getting these doors done. Do people think I should stick the door in position or have them loose? I'm leaning towards having them loose, but I'll be interested in knowing what everyone else is thinking. Oh, that's why they're not level. That should be more equal. Just noticed that my one side of my audio was louder than the other side. So that's the doors made. Now it's saying find G10, place 2 doors in, and then have it as a runner. So let's find a G10. So G10 is that one. G10 is that one and those. So that's that first board here. And I missed a piece. I'll stick that in off camera. So cut these out, then stick them over so that they're runners, so that the doors can move freely underneath. Interesting that that piece is actually cut to size. So stick that there and grab even more clamps. And I have learnt this time. Just take my headphones off, then it means I can carry on with this. So glue, fold it over, just a small bead, stick that like that. I do love these little clamps. They're so useful and easy to just stick there. So that's one. Did anyone see what I did with the instructions? There it is. So fold this over. Glue that. Fold that over. Some of these clamps have more push things better than others. I know that that's a terminology for it. More pressure, that's the terminology I was thinking of. So, where is this camera even pointing at? This camera isn't doing much today. I do like these Saturn Carlisle models. They are slightly better than the rest of the range. They're a bit more complicated rather than better. They take more thinking to get made. So, just sticking these together, then we can put the door in. So, stick that on there. So it's saying put the doors in, stick that on, put the rest of the doors in. And then the roof. I'm not going to do the roof today. I'll get the doors in and then we can call it a day. So let's move this around so that I can do this on camera. So it's saying put the big door in first. Like so. Then for the other big door, like so. Then some of the smaller doors. Which you can just lean on there. Then we can just stick this long beam on. One day I need to think about putting my GoPro on my head so that I can show exactly what I'm seeing. But then you'll see the amount of time I spend looking at the screen. Hi, New Junction. I saw your video yesterday. Your new layout looked nice and interesting. Okay, so these are looking good. So I can put the last two doors in. Yeah, 2 Richards on the stream. Not quite sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You can never have too many Richards. So stick that in there. I stick that one in there. So I can now let that to glue down. And then do the same on these doors. So grab one of these. So stick that on there. And then that goes up there. And you can't see any of that on camera, but you should be able to see the other side, which I won't be able to see. So yeah, good to have so many people watching. I'm always enjoying this. Okay, what do people think about going onto the roof? I don't mind either way. I'll go whichever way for everyone vote. So if you want me to carry on and start on the roof today, say roof. If you don't, as it's those beams, then that I'd get done today. Which, looking at where about we are, I think I might get those done, as shouldn't take too long. And I think that will make a good difference, and it mean I can let that layer of roofing to set, so that next week we can get more done. So try to move that about. I've seen the sheet I need. So it's this sheet here. So move this across. That's stuck just there. So getting this all done well. I think get these in, get the first layer of the roof done, then it gives us a nice start for next week. And it also means I'm closer to getting things finished. Okay, so getting these out. Yeah, Richard, how do you get time to get so much done? Building so many layouts, being everywhere. The next time I'm at a show with you, we should catch up. We should say hi to each other, as I always like your layout. And seeing how you're building outside as well, it will be interesting to compare gauges and that kind of thing. So something I was hoping to get done, which I won't be able to for the time being, is to actually design my own laser cut building. I must probably still design it and then just print it out when I'm back at uni. as I was planning a day in the rapid prototyping room at uni, but that's all closed down now. So, but I have had some nice ideas for buildings to build. I wanted to design my own G-gauge wagon, printed out of plastic and wood. Okay, so stick these together. I know I get distracted. I start talking about something, then I read the instructions and see that it's another fun bit. So, glue that. Then I'll go back and read chat. So on this you had bits marked as at. I'll shot back to that camera, which fit in here. Okay, I'm going to stand up to get this bit done, as it's going to be tricky. But this is looking really good. So that's now that bit done, and then I'm going to get that done and then call it tonight. But let's see if I can give you the same view that I've got at the moment, and that's a good way to kill a battery. So this is how it's looking for me. That was just a battery charger I sent on the floor. I think I'll actually leave it here so that everything can just glue how it is. And we can then carry on next week. So let me press that button there. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and everyone who have given me a like. 6 likes, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone there, and I'll see you all on Saturday for my mystery build. So thank you very much.